So I have this artist buddy from college who I think would genuinely enjoy Twisted Wonderland if he gave it a chance. And while I have talked to him incessantly about it, as far as he's gotten is downloading the game. So today I figured why not have him guess all 23 members of the main cast and the 5 staff members, names, and other associated details since he's unfamiliar. And this way I'll get to flex all of their dorm uniform cards and potentially maybe the character designs will convince him to actually play the game. So without further ado, let's get into Twisted Wonderland Guess Who? I told you about this game back in July, and since then you told me that you downloaded it but hadn't done much else. Correct? Is that correct?
That is very correct.
All right. So I figured we would start with a little bit of background in so what is Twisted Wonderland? Well, it's very fancy indeed. This is a JRPG, believe it or not, that takes place in a universe where all of the Disney IPs are just things, like countries and people and all sorts of fun stuff. And a lot of the characters, or actually all of the characters, are twisted. So they're basically the alternate personas of various Disney villains and other folks that appear throughout the movies, right? Like there is a guy that's based off of the Evil Queen, but there's also a guy that's based off the Huntsman from Snow White. So we've got a little bit of everything here. It's very ominous, very spooky. And there's a lot of stuff that happens during the school year. We're at a high school, so it's super fun. And at that high school, there are 7 dorms, all of which are twisted from one of Disney's various IPs. We have Heartslable, which is twisted from Alice in Wonderland. It is the dorm based on the Queen of Hearts' Spirit of Strictness. We also have Savannah Claw from The Lion King, a dorm based on the King of Beasts' Spirit of Persistence. There's Octavinelle, twisted from The Little Mermaid, which is a dorm based on the Sea Witch's Spirit of Benevolence. Scarabia from Aladdin, which is based off of the Spirit of Mindfulness. Fiore, which is based off of Tenacity and is twisted from Snow White. Ignihide, which is twisted from Hercules and based off of the Spirit of Diligence. And Diasomnia from Sleeping Beauty, which is based off of Nobility. There is also a super secret 8th dorm called Ramshackle, which is where you will stay throughout your journey in Twisted Wonderland. It is the dorm that is slightly twisted from the Haunted Mansion, probably. There's ghosts, and it is run down and spooky and haunted. So that is what I assume it's based off of. And that's where you and your little companion guy hang out throughout the whole story. It's super duper fun. So do you have any questions so far?
Yeah, were there this many dorms when you first start the game? Because I don't remember there being this many options.
There are this many options. There are 7. Well, you don't get Ramshackle when you start the game. You get the other 7. But yes, they're all there. You don't get...
I didn't pay attention.
If you do the tutorial gacha, because I don't know how far you actually got when you downloaded it. But in the gacha, you don't get all of the characters from all of the places. There's a set amount you can get. But if you just start it and open it up, you will see all 7 dorms. Don't start it and open it up right now, mister, if you didn't do anything, because we're going to be guessing all the characters. And if you open it up and then you can reference the characters, the whole game is going to be
No, I don't remember any of the characters' names. The only one I remember was from the live stream, and that was just Leona.
Oh, well, he'll pop up.
And that was it.
He's going to pop up at some point soon.
Okay.
But yeah, so those are all 7 dorms. If you ever need a refresher, I am here as your loyal guide through this process. But I figured I might be able to convince you to play more if perhaps you saw all of the characters in all of their glory. So today we are going to play a little guessing game. You're going to go through all 23 members of the main cast, and I have put them in random order, so they're not in the order that you would get introduced in the game. They're just kind of all thrown in here. And at the end, we'll round up everybody by dorm, and then you can pick who the lead and vice lead are for some extra points. Along the way, though, if you can pick out a person's dorm affiliation, you will receive 1 point. If you can correctly guess their name, and you already know Leona, so you're gonna get 2 points at least for him, you'll get 2 points. And if you happen to correctly guess their class year, so if they're a freshman, sophomore, or junior, you will get 3 points. There are no seniors, so take that for what you will. And if at any point during the game you feel like someone absolutely is a special snowflake and is the leader or vice leader, you can vote them before we get to the roundup. And if you do that and you're correct, you'll get extra points depending on if you get both or one. And then you'll also still get points in the roundup. But once you've guessed in the normal list, you cannot re-guess. So if you think someone's a lead at the beginning and then you think someone else would be the lead later, you can't switch your answer.
Oh dear.
Does that make sense?
I'm getting a piece of paper because I'm scared now.
There's no reason to be scared. It's very easy,
scared.
Honestly. The name and the class year are harder, which is why they're worth more points, but I'm sure you're going to be able to get all of the dorm affiliations because you're an art guy, and I put all the dorm uniforms as all the cards. So it'll become very obvious after a while where everybody is at, which dorms they're in. But
Okay, you put name as the second most point values, but you probably should put that as the highest because I'm gonna get no one's name here.
No, you're gonna get Leona's. You already got
All right,
Leona's.
well, I gotta get one.
You're gonna get one. And if you give them a name that makes me laugh, I might give you points. You may end up getting bonus points throughout this process.
All right, let's get it.
All right, you ready? You ready for
sure.
number one?
It's gonna be an exciting time.
All right, number one in our Guess Who guessing game is this lovely fellow.
Oh,
Isn't
God.
he so spiffy? What are your thoughts?
Well, he's from the octopus house.
The octopus house, Octavanel?
Yeah, he's from that one.
Yeah, well, you're correct. It's quite obvious, no?
Oh, he has a shawl on his hat.
True, yeah, the little shell that Ursula gives to Ariel to put her voice in. It is a common
Is that
motif.
what that is?
Yes,
Oh.
yeah. It's like one of their symbols, so to speak.
God, I don't know what his name is.
You could just give him a random name. Whatever you want.
I feel like they're all going to be named Steve. So if his name is Steve. Steve number one.
Steve number one. Perfect.
Yeah, Steve
okay,
number one.
Steve number one. Fantastic. What do you think? Do you think he's a freshman, sophomore, or junior? What do you think?
I think he's a junior.
A junior? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And why do we think
old.
that?
Because he seems older. He seems like he has his life together.
And that's pretty fair, honestly. I guess, do you want me to give you the answers now or later?
Yeah, you can give me the answers now because I know he's not Steve 1.
Yeah, he's not Steve 1, unfortunately, although I guess he kind of does look like a Steve. This is Azul Ashengrotto from Octavanel. He is a sophomore, so you were very close. He's not quite yet a junior, but he is quite mature, and he does, in a sense, have his life together. So you did get that all pretty much pegged down. Do you like his character design?
Yeah, I like his hair for sure. I like his trench coat. I don't know why he's wearing a tuxedo with a trench coat. That seems counterintuitive to me, but I do like his hair a lot. I like how it's asymmetrical.
Yeah, his hair is very fun. And I guess I've never thought about the practicality of the trench coat before.
It just seems weird because the trench coat is kind of like grungy almost, like a detective private eye person trying to protect themselves from the elements so you're not in somewhere fancy. But then he's wearing a full tuxedo. So like, what are you doing there, guy?
I guess that's fair.
He is rocking purple socks though, and I do like the fact that you can see his socks.
Yeah, the socks are really cool. I like that they have the little tentacle pattern on them, like the little octopus like dots.
Do. Look at that.
Yeah, he's very on brand.
Very demure.
Yes, very mindful. All right, ready to move on to number two?
Oh, certainly.
All right, number 2, we have this guy.
I'm glad you said that because he's very feminine looking.
Oh, you've seen nothing yet, have
Oh dear.
But anyway,
Okay.
what do you think of this guy? Isn't his drip so lovely?
Yeah, actually, I would say it is. Again, I don't know what the deal with like the weird European and then Asian aesthetic is, but it kind of works with him. I said really do like the Asian aesthetic, like how it kind of almost looks like a kimono on the top.
Yeah, yeah, and there's like the belt too. The
Yeah, but then
obi?
he has the
Maybe?
hat that's like, why? That does not go with this, but it does somehow. He kind of looks like a mob boss, like Honch Crow from Pokemon.
You're right, he does look like Hawk. That is funny. Yeah. I never put those dots together, but you're right. The hat, I think, does that for sure.
Oh, it is definitely the hat. He looks like the hat is like a Renaissance hat almost, with like the plume of feather in it, almost like a bard. He's a
Yeah.
bard.
Yeah, yeah. You're not far off, honestly.
Well, he's not from the octopus house, so he's either from the other two purple houses, the one with like the that's based off Sleeping Beauty, or the one that's based off of Snow White.
So either Pomfiore off of Snow White or Diasomnia off of Sleeping Beauty?
Well, he looks more like someone who'd be pompous, so Pomfiore.
You're gonna go with Pomfiore? Okay, all right.
Yep.
This is the Snow White for sure. What do you think his name is?
That's a great question. I got nothing from him. Jeez. Tyler.
Tyler? All right,
Yes.
it's Tyler then. Sure. Do you think he's a freshman, sophomore, or junior?
I want to say he's a freshman. He just
freshman.
looks young for some reason. I think the other guy had glasses, and that was like really selling him on being an intellectual, an older guy. But like his face, this guy's face, just does not seem like he's seen a lot.
Oh, that's a very interesting take. He does kind of look young, so I can see that. Well, this is Rook Hunt. He is from Pomfiore, so you did get that right. He is from the Snow White dorm.
Yeah, go purple team.
He is a junior though, so he really threw you off with his young-looking face.
You know, this Pompadour, not Pompadour, but Pomfiore person.
Yeah. Rook is very fun, though you pegged him really good as a bard because he is probably the most flirtatious of anybody in the cast.
It's the hat.
The hat does it for you.
Yeah. That's a bard's hat.
Yeah, fair enough.
Plus, he also kind of has like the minstrel look, where like I think in classic D&D, the minstrels have like the tights, and it almost looks like he has tights on.
Oh.
I know they're not tights, but he kind of, especially the picture on the right, or no, sorry, the left, where you just see like the top half of him, it does look like he's kind of wearing like a classic bard outfit.
Oh, true. Yeah, it does give off that vibe. Well, so far you're getting all the dorms right, which is exciting.
Because they're color coded.
Well, yes. Like I said, the dorms are probably going to be the easiest thing to figure out because they are quite uniform and quite, the aesthetics are set up super well to match. So far you're 2 for 2 there.
Woo, go dorms.
Go dorms. And now for our next individual, we have this fella.
That's Ace.
His name's Ace.
Pretty sure it's Ace.
So, all right.
The only reason why I know this is because this was the group I chose to roll with.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
He's from the Red Queen nonsense.
The Alice in Wonderland dorm, Hearts level.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. There's
I'm also
really
pretty
no
sure he's the
hiding
house
that.
leader. I'm pretty sure he's the house
You
leader
think
too.
he's the house leader?
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So you said his name is Ace, and he's from Hartslepool. Do you think that he's a freshman, sophomore, or junior? And then we'll get into the breakdown of the outfit.
I'm pretty sure. Well, no, but I would imagine if he's the head of the house, like I think he is, he's probably a junior. I would hope they would make it seniority instead of like, oh, freshmen just rolled into this school. Let's make them the leader.
Fair enough.
I'm saying junior.
So you're gonna say junior. All right.
Yep.
Well, you were so close on so many levels. But you did get, I will tell you, you did get bonus points. So this is Riddle Rose Hearts. He is the dorm leader of Hartslepool. Yeah.
His name is Riddle.
Yeah, his name is Riddle Rosehearts. That's his name.
Uh,
You were so close. You got so excited about Ace, and it's the right dorm and
well, because I
everything. It's
know
just
there is an ace, and I thought it would have been him because they're like the playing cards.
Well, Ace will come up at some point. There is a fellow named Ace, and he is in Hearts
I
of
think
Gold.
I
He's just
don't
not.
remember what they look like.
Yeah, he's just not this guy. But you'll get there. You'll get there. Unfortunately, he's also a sophomore. In fact, when Riddle was a freshman, he challenged the dorm lead and got the position because he beat him out of the position.
Nice.
Yeah, the way it works
Well,
at their
at least
school.
it wasn't a no-name freshman.
Fair enough. So Riddle didn't like how the dorm was being run, so he challenged the dorm lead and then became the dorm lead. So congratulations, Riddle. He now leads all of Hearts the Bowl. But I find his outfit so fun. It's
He
so
is
exciting.
He is my favorite design.
Oh, really?
At the set. I think so. That's probably why I went with them, because I'm just like, these guys look the most interesting.
Oh, I see. So out of all of the dorms, you think that Hearts the Bowl, or at least this kind of aesthetic, is the
They are
best?
the best aesthetic, yes.
Oh, we have a Hearts the Bowl lover. Fantastic. Yeah, they're really, really
Although
fun.
I don't think I ever noticed he's wearing high heels until now. And I don't think I'd noticed how effeminate his outfit is.
Well, he is based off of the Queen of Hearts.
I like how he has caution tape for a sash belt.
Yeah, that is kind of funny, isn't it?
I'm not sure what that's supposed to be referring to, but again, I like his asymmetric cape.
Yeah, they do
I
a
also
really
like
good.
how his hair makes like a heart there.
Yes, it does. His little ahoge.
I like how if you didn't know any better, this is definitely a female character, but then it makes it a little more interesting that they're all male and he's just wearing this.
Yeah, he's strutting for sure.
No, I like it a lot actually. I also do give him props for, like, if you don't look close enough, you could see this as either male or female, and neither is necessarily wrong.
It's a very like androgynous.
Yes.
But all right, let's go to our next fabulous fellow.
I would have loved if it was Leona.
That would have
This
been
guy
very
looks
funny.
like he's from Loki.
This guy looks like he's Loki.
A little bit with his little Loki hat there.
His little horned hat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's from whatever the dragon one was. It's not Pomfiore, but this guy's clearly Maleficent.
The Diasomnia.
Yeah, he's clearly Maleficent based.
Very fair. Very fair.
It's not subtle.
No, it is not. Yeah. That's why the dorms are worth 1 point.
But I would say because of that, he's also probably the house lead as well, because he is just Maleficent. And if this is supposed to be the twisted version of them, well, then Maleficent would be the house like symbol, and he's just that.
I see. So you're locking in that answer.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What? No, you're fine. You can lock it in.
No, I'm trying to think of his name. It's probably something like Malefac or something.
Malefac?
Yes.
This guy's named Malefac.
Yes.
So what do you think that he's a sophomore, freshman, junior? That was set out of order,
God.
but you know.
Well, so far I've been super good at their ages. I would say, I want to say he's a junior because he's tall. He looks like he's no nonsense whatsoever. And if he's the house lead, he probably has to be super good at whatever he does. So yeah.
It's very fun that you picked up on that right away. So this is Sebek Zigvolt. He is a freshman, but he is from Diasomnia, and he is obsessed with the dorm lead. So you getting the two of them mixed up is very funny to me, but it's also very, I think, apropos. I think he would either be delighted or very enraged that you thought that he was that person.
I would imagine delighted.
Maybe. Yeah, it's really hard to tell with him. But I love how these outfits they are inspired, but they're also so different, I feel like, from Sleeping Beauty as a whole concept.
Yeah, I would say so. It's very modern.
Yeah, it's almost like militaristic.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna go with too, is that he looks like part of the no-nonsense thing is that he just looks like an officer of some kind, especially with like his little saber or whatever it is, the little scepter off to his right, which could be a sword or like a whip. or something.
That is his wand. So it basically in this universe, it's kind of like their weapon for sure.
He looks like if Malfoy got smacked in the face with the Disney canon.
Disney-fied
If
Malfoy?
If Malfoy was in this game, this is what he would look like. Actually, no, he wouldn't, because this guy looks super serious. Malfoy's a joke.
Oh, true. True enough. Rip Malfoy.
But the blondness.
Yeah, and they have like the same almost hair, at least from this picture.
Oh, yeah.
They do kind of look
Slytherin
alike.
is green and black, too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, they fit the vibe, the two of them. Well, let us move to our next fabulous contender.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Is that a good oh, God or a bad oh, God?
It's a lot. I feel like this one, stylistically, is just such a departure. Not even just like the outfit, just like the rendering of this character is such a departure from the other four. Well, he's from the Hades house, the Ignihide or whatever it is.
Yeah, Ignihide.
He has Hades' blue flaming hair. So I don't know if that's supposed to be an indication of who he could possibly be. I'm going to say he's related to Hades, because I can't imagine everyone is going to have that kind of hair.
Could be.
No.
It could be. I'm trying
It would
not
be
to
so
influence
boring if everyone had the same flaming hair.
Well, I guess that's true.
It's like you going to school with like your 7 brothers and sisters, all with blue flaming emo hair.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't think they would be so bold as just to name him after Hades. So it's probably some kind of form of fire name, like Igneal or Ignis.
Oh, Ignis?
I would say Ignis is probably more logical. This guy looks like a punk, but I would say he's a sophomore. He's going to be a junior, I know it now. So I'm sticking with sophomore.
You can change your answer if you want to.
No, we're sticking with sophomore. We don't change here.
All right.
We don't change in the house.
So Ignis the sophomore from Ignihide is your final answer. Well,
yes.
You were super close again here too. So this is Idia from Ignihide. He is a junior, so if you had happened to just switch the name.
Nope, I was right all along. I was wrong.
But he is technically related to Hades. You are correct with the blue hair. That is a character feature that he has, and it is unique to him, ? We don't actually get to see anyone that's outside of the family with this hair, so. As far as we know, yes, he is descended from Hades in some fashion. I think in canon they call it a curse. There's like a curse on his family, and that's why he's got flaming hair. But
is that why he's so emo?
Yeah, it could be why he's so emo. You know, he is your stereotypical gamer dude.
Is this what all their outfits are supposed to look like in this house? Because he just looks so far out of left field. Everyone else is like wearing a full-on suit, and then this guy's like, he just does not care.
Yeah, Ignihide is a little unique out of the dorms because it is more tech-based. So all of the characters have some form of like tech wear as their dorm uniform, and they're all obsessed with their computers and their tablets and stuff like that.
Oh, he's me.
He's you?
No, I'm not that emo. But being obsessed with technology, yeah, spot on.
Oh, so do you think you'd be an Ignihide then, out of all the dorms?
Oh, heck no. I don't want to relate to this guy.
No, you don't want to relate to this guy? Oh, rip. If you were an Ignihide, he would not probably talk to you ever. So there's that.
Nice. You'd be friends then.
Oh, you'd be friends then with him?
Oh, yeah.
He would never talk to you, so you'd be friends with him?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
His jacket looks like it's not. I don't know what they're going for. It almost looks like it's plated. And that's throwing me off. Like, it doesn't look comfortable to wear.
Yeah, it really doesn't. The inside plush stuff looks like it'd be fine. But I feel like when you walk around, it just crinkles. And I feel like that's such a terrible experience.
I feel like it's bulletproof. So if anyone tried to kill this man, it just would plank off.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to be trying to kill him anytime soon, but it would be funny if that was the case, that if it was just armor.
I would love for someone to try to stab him and just have his jacket just break the sword.
That would be funny. Oh my.
Alrighty.
All right, well, say goodbye to Idia and say hello to this fine fellow.
If my first guess of Ace was wrong, I'm guessing this guy's. Wait. Well, I'm still gonna guess he's Ace because of the Ace of Spades. That's the most classic Ace.
All right, so you think that this is truly Ace this time?
I'm gonna guess all of them are Ace whenever I see this house. Even if I find
You know
out
what?
which one's Ace.
At some point, you will get it correct. At some
I'm
point,
just
there
gonna
has
keep
to be
guessing Ace even after I find out which one Ace is.
Well, I will give you
They're
a
all
small.
Ace.
I will give you a small hint to help you out in that regard. Different playing cards have different suits.
Yeah. So he's Ace of Spades.
So, all right. Well, eventually, I think you will figure it out. But the playing cards are quite helpful in figuring out which one's which. I'll just say that.
So what you're saying is that he's Ace of Spades. Yes.
Well, I can't say anything for sure, but I'm assuming obviously Hartzlable, right?
Yes.
And then, do you think he's a freshman, a sophomore, or a junior?
I want to say sophomore.
Sophomore?
I think so.
That air of maturity he's giving off?
No.
No,
No.
he's not giving off maturity, but you still think he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Well, this is Deuce, not Ace. Also
Dang it.
from Hartzlable. True. And he is a freshman, like Ace. But yeah, the card soldier outfits are very fun. I like Riddle's the most out of Hartzlable. I feel like the other ones are almost boring by comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this guy sucks.
Oh no! Just by his outfit alone, or do you think that he also sucks personality-wise?
So A's outfit is very generic. I would prefer him to be more fancy, like an actual proper fantasy knight, like Riddle. But also, this guy has eye makeup, and it's like not the fact that he has like eyeshadow. It's the fact that he has the spade plastered straight on his face. Like, why? Why are you doing this?
Well, that will become a theme. But Deuce is such a fun little guy. Honestly, he's very serious and he's very hardworking, and he tries his best, but he's also a little dumb.
Is that why he painted his face like that?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it looks that bad, to be honest. It's very big, I think, compared to like some of the other makeups that we will see from this house. But it's nothing like what's his face from Deltarune, the little dude.
Right. Oh, not Joker. Fudge, what's his name?
The little guy on the bicycle that I can't ever remember.
Yeah, no, I can't think of his name right now.
What is his
Oh my
name?
god. It's not Spade. It's not Spade, because that was the Spade King.
Oh, Lancer!
That's it.
Yeah, I like Deuce's makeup way more than Lancer's face.
Oh no, I love Lancer's face more than him.
Oh, really? Wow, we're split on this.
I like it because it's just so much more like you're not supposed to see his face. That's kind of the whole deal. And it just so happens it looks like an Ace of Spade.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But then you do see his face and it's funnier.
True. All right, so we're not a big fan of Deuce. Very interesting. Well, perhaps you'll be a fan of this next guy.
Is his name Trace?
Is that your guess?
It's either Trey or Trace.
Well, which one would you like to go with?
Yes.
You gotta pick one, buddy.
Yes.
You have a 50% chance. I'm giving you the dorm point anyway, because I feel like at this point...
It's Trey. It's Hartzlable, and he's probably... Oh, God. I would imagine the higher suits are probably going to be the upperclassmen, so I'd say he's a freshman, sophomore. Probably sophomore. If I keep guessing sophomore, it has to be right eventually.
At some point, you got like a 33% chance. And which name did you say? Which name did you decide on? Trey?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, you got a name right. This is Trey.
Huzzah!
This is Trey. He is from Hartzlable, but he's a junior. No comment? All right,
Nope.
cool.
I just know he couldn't be Ace because he didn't have this Ace of Spades, so therefore he had a club. Clubs are like the weakest suit. It's either heart or spade. I don't like their Air Jordans. Gotta say, the sneakers, nah.
Yeah.
His hat's also, no.
Oh, really? You don't like the hat either?
I rarely like hats on characters.
But this hat, no.
Especially this hat, no.
Especially
It's a
this hat.
fedora.
Yeah, but like, when you're in like the casino or whatever and you're at the card table, like isn't a fedora like the normal hat? I don't know. No?
No. As someone who's went to Vegas, the answer is no.
Oh, all right. Well, but yeah, I agree with you on the sneakers. The sneakers are atrocious. I don't like any of their sneakers.
I would say I don't like any of their outfits because while like Riddle's was busy, this is busy in like I was gonna say a cheesy way. It almost looks like they're waiters at like an Applebee's.
Interesting.
Like those maybe not Applebee's, but like waiters who have like those vests on and they have like all the different buttons and stuff on it, and it's just very cheesy and like ugh.
So he's giving you that kind of vibe, like he's a
all
seasoned
of them have been
waiter.
giving me that kind of vibe since all of like Harsible's characters have been giving me that kind of vibe.
Everyone except Riddle, right?
Everyone except Riddle. He was the only one who was put together.
Fair enough.
No wonder he's the house lead. The rest of them couldn't get their act together.
Yeah, well, there is a reason that he became house warden. That he was upset with how everything was being run, so
I feel like this guy thinks he's way too cool than he actually is.
Oh, that's interesting. Is it because of the eyebrows?
That, and also the fact that he's wearing a fedora and thinks he's pulling it off.
Right, yeah, fair enough. I can kind of see that. I can see how that would come across. All right.
Oh, I don't like this man.
All right, so we're going to put Trey as least favorite character for now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, we don't have to look at him any longer if you don't want to. We can move on to Floyd. No, well, yeah. Forget it. You didn't hear what I said. It's fine.
Honestly, until you made a big deal about it, I was never going to acknowledge it.
It's fine.
But he's obviously from the Ursula house.
Yes, he is from Octavanel. I got too excited for this one.
Well, no, I probably could have figured that out anyway because I looked at his hat and I saw the shell again. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got the same socks on.
See, I like his outfit a little better than Azul's, right?
Azul's, yeah.
Yeah, Azul's. I like his outfit better.
It's a little more simple. Yeah, exactly.
It's simpler.
All right.
Well, you kind of gave out his name. It's like Flotsam, based on Flotsam at least. Flotsam and Jetsam.
True.
I don't know what you said his name was. I know it starts with an F.
Okay, good, great, cool. You didn't. I did kind of cut myself off, but it was a little late. So
his name is Flan.
Flan. His name's Flan.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And do you think he's a freshman, sophomore, junior?
I don't know, man. They all look the same age.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're only technically like a year apart.
I know, but like, there's no distinguishing features about them that tell me their age.
Well, that's why it's worth the most points, Evan.
I don't know. He seems confident. Junior, sure.
Junior?
No, we'll stick with sophomore. We gotta stick with sophomore at this point.
Sticking with sophomore. All right.
Yep.
Well, he is from Octavanel, and I'm gonna give you a point for the name anyway. His name is Floyd, which is very close. And he is, in fact, a sophomore. Congratulations, You got your first year.
Huzzah.
Fantastic.
This man's just fun to look at. I like his jaunty pose.
He is pretty jaunty, isn't he? He's got some pep in his step.
He looks like a musical kid. Like he was on Broadway or something with those shoes. His like open jacket, suspenders.
He's got like a little bit of theater energy to him.
I like this man's.
Okay, so we didn't like Trey, but we do like Floyd.
Oh yeah. Plus Floyd is a better name than Trey.
Oh, all right. Dang, poor Trey is getting so much hate. My. Yeah, I feel like there's not much to say about the Octavanel outfits. They're pretty basic.
Yeah, but they like kind of fit the vibe of being at an academy that's prestigious, not wearing your Air Jordans to like magic class.
True, I suppose. I guess it's worth noting that everybody has like a school outfit, which is the same outfit, but the color changes based on the dorm you're in. So it's like almost a tux. It's like the jacket and the pants, but then you have like a vest, and the vest is a different color depending on your dorm. These outfits are like for when they're in the dorm and like chilling and hanging out. Although sometimes the shoes transfer over, depending.
I like how this is his relaxing, chilling outfit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's got such a fun little vibe because his necktie isn't done. He's kind of got some motion to him. He's having a great time. He's having a ball. All right. Well, goodbye, Floyd. And I will not say the name of the next person this time.
Well,
Do we have
if I
thoughts?
thought Riddle was androgynous, this character is even more androgynous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess like you can't see half of the face, right? So it's a little harder to tell, perhaps.
No, but even with like the way they're posed, like those things around their hips make their hips look wider and give them more of a curve. I guess if you're looking at their silhouette. So
Mm.
they look more effeminate for that reason. Plus they also have the way their arms are positioned is the curve from their like ribs to their hip and also their arms, where I think if you look at like female anatomy, while men can like keep their arms straight, women's arms kind of had to like flare out a little bit based on the curvature of the body. So for those reasons and the fact that they're looking like they're wearing high heels, this just screams feminine.
Interesting. I can see it. I can see what you're saying for sure.
I have no idea what their name is. This is Cole.
Cole. We're gonna go with Cole.
Cole.
We went for Ignis before. Now we're going for Cole.
Yeah, I don't know what else this person would be based off of for like the Hades house. Ignilhide.
Do we think?
Probably a junior because they are the most technologically advanced right now. Basically, not even human.
Oh, okay. So we've got Cole from Ignihide, who is a junior. That is your guess?
Yes, because they're the most technologically developed.
You were very close on the technologically developed. This is Ortho. They are from Ignihide, but they were freshmen because of a
I was
lot
going
of
to say that
circumstances.
because they're very small.
Yes, yes. Ortho is an android, actually. That
Yeah,
comes
that's
to
pretty
life.
obvious.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the knees, I think, give it away quite a bit.
Well,
And the
the
arm
fact
joints.
that their heart's clearly a flame.
Well, there's that too.
I also like how their shoulders or like their sleeve is made of the same kind of material that guy's jacket was made out of.
Oh, you're
Idia or
right.
whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that jacket is definitely metal.
Oh, yeah, true. For sure. Yeah, they both have the same exact plating. I guess it is a bulletproof vest then. I guess you're right.
Yeah, this just screams feminine design. They bypass that fact with the fact that it's an android. But you definitely made a feminine android. I would say this barely qualifies as a male design.
Interesting. Very spicy take. Are you not a big fan of the Ignihide aesthetic?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, I can see why someone would like this. I personally think it's off for some reason. I don't really like robot characters, except for Aegis.
Oh, I see.
But I was never really big on robot characters.
Fair enough. All right, well, we shall move on to our next boy.
Well, this is the Savannah house.
It's Savannah Claw, yeah.
I would imagine that this person is based on an animal that's not in the savannah and is actually a wolf because of the wolf ears and the wolf tail. So in that case, their name is Lupe.
Lupe, fun.
Or Lupe or Lupus, but I think Lupe is more accurate to the naming conventions of this game.
Interesting. Okay. And do you think they're a freshman, a sophomore, a junior?
Going back to the basics, they're a sophomore.
Sophomore?
Eee.
All right. We're back on the sophomore train. Yeah, this is Jack from Savannah Claw. He is a freshman.
Yeah, it was a jackal.
It was a what?
It was a jackal.
I think he is based off of a wolf. I don't think you're wrong there. He's not actually from the savannah. You're also right there. He is from the Shaftlands, which is basically like the Snow White country. So I think he is a wolf. It's like the Snow White
Savannah house, though.
Yes. He is from.
Okay.
He's in the Savannah house. He is just from the country that's based off of like Snow White and not Sleeping Beauty. I'm gonna get the two of those mixed up this whole time. Beauty and the Beast. That's like the little mashup of like the European. So he's kind of like from Europe, more so. But he's very fun. The Savannah Claw outfits are very interesting to me because they're also very simple, but they have enough detail that I think that they're still fun.
Well, I'd also like these better because they fit the aesthetic of what I would expect from the Savannah, where they're like rough animals and they're conveying the fact that they are rough and tough with like the leather boots, the tight jeans, and like the leather jackets and vests. So that translates a lot better than weird car soldier wearing modern sneakers.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure. Yeah, and the shoes are just so much better. It just fits so much better.
I think he's a punk. I don't like the way he's looking at me.
Yeah, he does have a bit of a gruff demeanor. This is very true. He's got his arms crossed. He's not looking particularly happy. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, if we are done talking about Jack, we can move on to our next boy. Is this a good laugh or a bad laugh?
So he's from Hartsville, right?
Is Hartsville your final answer?
Oh, heck no.
So where do you think he's from?
That's the wrong answer. He's from the Dragon one.
Deisomnia?
Yeah, Deisomnia. That's the one he's definitely from.
You think?
I
You
feel
sure?
like you couldn't make this more obvious if you tried.
Are you sure? Are you 100% sure? Because I think there is a little wiggle room here.
Yeah, no, he's from the Savannah.
All right. We'll put you down for Savannah Claw. What do you think his name is?
Well, the first guy wasn't Maleficent. This guy is Maleficent. This guy is Malfac.
All right, so we're naming him Malfi.
Malfi, yeah.
Malfi. All right. And so what year do you think Malfi's from? Sophomore, junior, senior?
The other guy was a freshman, so I would imagine that a freshman's not going to look up to a freshman, so I would imagine he's a junior.
A junior?
Yeah.
Fancy. Well,
he's the house lead, isn't he?
He is the house lead, but unfortunately, because you had pegged Sebek so early, you are not able to get the bonus points for that. But yes, this is Malleus, the house warden of Deisomnia Dorm. And he is a junior, so congratulations again. I'm gonna give you a point for the name. I'll give you half points for the name because Malfi is very close. And it makes me laugh.
Close enough. I knew where they were going with it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what's funny about him too is that he's definitely not an edgelord.
You don't think he's an edgelord? Why is that?
I don't think he's an edgelord just because I think he was just born that way. I don't think he wants to be.
Oh, interesting. And what is making you think that? Just his general demeanor?
I mean, if you're gonna look that close to Maleficent, you're clearly related by blood. So, like, you didn't get a choice. If you were just told to look like that and kind of had to deal with this.
Right. He is in Maleficent's direct line of lineage. He is the prince apparent for the Briar Valley, and he is, in fact, a dragon, if you couldn't tell by his horns and the everything else about him.
I thought the horn, I didn't think he was a dragon necessarily, but I'm like, yeah, he's definitely Maleficent adjacent.
Yeah, he's twisted from her directly.
Is he an edgelord?
He is not. He is a sweetie. He's a sweetie pie. I love him so much. He's obsessed with gargoyles. That's like his special interest. He's very sweet.
I love how I knew he wasn't an edgelord.
Yeah, you called that pretty well as well. All right, well, you're doing pretty good overall, honestly. All right, well, let's see who's next on our list.
I think it's the Snow White dorm.
Yeah, Snow White is Pomfiore.
Okay, yeah, that's that one. It's the other purple one. It's not the Ursula one. It's not obviously the dragon one. So it has to be the other purple.
Yeah, it's not Octagonal and it's not Deisomnia. We just had Deisomnia. That would be wild, wouldn't it? I have Malleus and this guy just sitting next to each other in the dorm, like the common room.
Well, Malfac. No, not Malfac. Whatever the other one's name was.
Oh, Sebek. Yeah. Sebek.
Yeah, well, the lookalike and the dragon are sitting next to, like, this guy. I'm also noticing their robes kind of almost look like theater curtains.
They do. They do give off that kind of air. And
I
they
don't
have
know why
really,
they would though.
well, I mean, for reasons. You're picking up on a lot of really cool, like, good things.
Are these the theater kids?
They may be. I guess a little bit more background on the dorms. Octavanel is very much like a business dorm. Hartslable's obviously kind of
That makes
what
too
it
much
is.
sense, actually.
Hartslable's a little bit of chaos, so, you know, tit for tat. Savannah Claw's the sports dorm, like the jocks of the school. Scarabia, which we haven't gotten anybody from yet, is like, it's based off Aladdin, so they're just kind of fun-loving little guys over there. I don't really know how to describe Scarabia, but they have a grand old time. And they're supposed to be the smarty pantses. Supposed to be, because they're based off of mindfulness, but Pomfiore is based off of the Evil Queen, so they are obsessed with like beauty and like vanity, essentially.
Oh, so they are theater kids.
Yeah, a little bit. Ignihide, obviously, as we talked about before, is tech related things. And then Diasomnia is nobility. They're rather like royal and they have just an aura around them.
All right, so back to this guy. I would say of all of them, this is the most boring design.
Really?
Yeah, this guy has at least the Hearthstone people have like some distinguishing features. You could tell me any name for this guy and I'd believe you.
Interesting. Okay. So where Rook had the hat, which made his whole outfit, this guy's got nothing, basically.
No, he's got nothing. Also, is Rook that? No, Rook's not the house lead. That's too easy. He's not the house lead either. But I'm going to say because he's so boring, he's a pawn.
My. All right. Well, what do you think the pawn's name is? Just Pawn?
Pawn.
Just Pawn. All right. So this is Pawn
Yes.
from Pomfiore. What year do you think he's in? Freshman, sophomore,
Freshman.
junior? Freshman. Wow. Okay. Well, you got the dorm right, obviously, but and the name is not Pawn. This is
Dang
Epel Thelmer. He is based off of the poison apple, I believe. But he is, in fact, a freshman. So congratulations. Yeah, Epel's character arc is really great.
I love how their name is Apple, and that's just upsetting.
Well, it's
Because he
Epel.
looks nothing like an apple.
He's Epel with an E, not Apple with an A. But it's close on purpose.
Why is his hair not red?
Because he's not an apple. He's an Epel.
So why is his hair not red?
Well, you know, aesthetics for the dorm and all that, I'm sure. But do we have any final thoughts on Epel?
No.
All right.
Get him out of here.
Do you like Trey better or worse than Epel?
I like Trey better. No, I like Epel better just because I like their outfits better. Trey's still gross.
All right. So Trey has not been dethroned quite yet.
No, Trey's
Okay.
still gross.
All right. Just
Also,
had to double
I made
check.
a note for myself where it says Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and Little Mermaid, and then brackets purple.
I mean, Sleeping Beauty's more like the neon green, but
No, they're all purple.
all purple.
Well, this is Arabia.
Yeah, I had to Photoshop the little sash because the sash says Scarabia like 15 times, but you got that right off the bat. What do you think his name is?
I'm assuming this one is based off Jafar right from the get-go.
Oh, why do you think that?
The snake bracelet.
Oh, interesting.
The snake bracelet and the flaming pants. Oh, I guess they could be Aladdin because they do have like the Aladdin pants. Nah, this guy's Jafar. Jeff.
His name is Jeff. All right.
For Jafar. His name's Jeffrey.
Jeff or Jafar, Jeffrey. All right.
It's a G. It's Geoffrey.
Oh, I see. Yes. Of course.
Obviously. Sophomore.
Okay. Unfortunately, he is not based off of Jafar, although the dorm itself kind of is. So the snakes and all that are pretty much present throughout the whole dorm. This is Kalim, or Kalim. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he is sunshine and rainbows and is a sophomore. So congratulations. I think his outfit's very fun.
I mean, I like this aesthetic in most places, so yes. Plus, I like the henna.
He is so fun. He's actually based off of the Sultan from Aladdin.
I don't know who the Sultan is. Is that
Jasmine's dad.
father? Oh, wow, he looks nothing like the fat man.
Yeah, well, this is high school and not, after 50, but
He doesn't even have like the head wrap or the feather that he has.
are you sure about that?
I mean,
Oh,
he has
well,
the head wrap, but the head wrap. Oh, I see the feather off to the side, but that looks more like Jafar because they look like the weird parrot feathers.
to be honest, when I first started the game, I was with you. And because of the Iago, I thought that he had the feathers because it was Iago.
Yeah, it
Although
looks like there's a parrot on his head.
it does make sense that he would have the feathers because of the dynamic that he has with the other guy who is based off of Jafar. And Jafar generally didn't like Iago, from what I remember. And it's a very fun time, the two of them together, these two boys. But yeah, I don't know. I like the whole vibe of the Scarabia outfits. They're very simple, but they're adorned really well. And I think that elevates them compared to some of the other simple outfits.
Yeah, he's right.
Well, if he's just all right, I wonder what you'll think of this next guy.
Oh, that's grim.
All right, we got the name. Which dorm is Grim from?
Ramshackle.
Oh my, we got that as well. What year is Grim?
Freshman.
Oh my gosh, you got everything correct, Evan. Congrats. This is Grim, the freshman from Ramshackle Dorm. He is our magical companion throughout the story, which means he gets so many fancy outfits, and he is so stinking adorable. I love Grim so much, even though he is a little stinker, quite literally.
He is a stinker. He's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, at the beginning he's not great, and he doesn't really change ever, but he does kind of grow on you as time goes on.
Okay. I'm done with
You're
Grim.
not convinced. All right, well, do you have any thoughts about his fancy little outfits, or should we just move on?
You can just move on.
Okay, all right, goodbye, Grim.
Well, he's based off a hyena.
Are you sure?
Pretty dang sure.
All right.
He's got the hyena years.
So, what dorm is this individual from?
Ignilhide.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll put it down.
No. From Savannah Claw. Hina.
Hina as the
Their
name?
name is Hina.
All right, all right. And what year?
Sophomore.
Sophomore.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep guessing sophomore because they all just look so generic.
Well, he is from Savannah Claw and he is a sophomore, but his name is Ruggie Bucci.
What?
Yeah, his name is Ruggie. He's very cute. He's adorable. I love him so much. Except he's not at all. Ruggie's got sticky fingers. Ruggie is very fun indeed. Very fun individual. Do we have any thoughts on him or his outfit or anything?
I was gonna say his outfit is even more boring than the other one.
Oh, more boring than Jack?
Oh, is that the boring one? Nah, I don't remember who the most boring was, but like this guy's very boring. It's literally just a shirt and a vest.
Oh, I see. So Epel, I think, was the one that you thought was like the most boring. He didn't have anything going for him, but you think Ruggie's even more boring than Epel?
Yeah, because it's literally something I would wear except the vest.
Interesting, but you didn't have the same sort of critique for Jack, and their outfits are pretty similar.
Yeah, but like at least they're trying to fit like a kind of interesting aesthetic. This is just like casual teen walks up to you and tries to. This is just a furry.
Ruggie's
This is
just a
a
furry.
modern day furry.
Oh my! All right. Well, I suppose
This
you
is
do
the
have
kind
a
of
point.
person you would see on a college campus wearing cat ears.
Fair enough, I guess. That's a very interesting impression. Alrighty. Well, we'll leave Ruggie
Goodbye,
behind
Ruggie.
for now. Goodbye, Ruggie. Goodbye, and hello, you. I know we need a moment to take it in. I know.
And again, they're doing this thing where like, yes, they're all boys, but are they?
I mean, I feel like this character would be the most likely to be bi.
Oh no, Riddle is pretty close.
Who's really close? Riddle?
Riddle was very close.
Mm.
At least I think Riddle had like that sternness in her face that made him like, no, this is just how I dress, but take me seriously. This is like, please keep guessing. You won't get it right.
He gives me a very similar vibe to Venti from Genshin Impact.
I never played Genshin.
You've never played Genshin?
No.
Ay. Well,
I played Honkai.
Oh yeah, that's right. You told me you started Honkai Star Rail, right?
Yeah, I don't play it anymore.
Yeah, I stopped playing Genshin. Genshin was my obsession for a really long time, but it just got to become such a chore. But Venti's very tee, and you never know exactly like what he's actually thinking.
Well, I was gonna guess this is if the other one wasn't Maleficent, this is Maleficent, but that's clearly not the case.
But do you think that they're from the same dorm?
Yes.
I do have to ask, but yeah.
Yeah. Yes, they are. There's not a doubt in my mind that they are. I'm gonna say this person's based off the spinning wheel more than literally anyone else.
Oh, why do you think that?
Because they have a spinning wheel belt buckle.
Yeah, but all the other guys did too.
Nah.
No, you're just gonna deny?
I definitely did not miss that detail. Nah, this is the first person.
See, that's why I thought you got Sebek so quickly. Was from the spinning wheel on the belt.
No, it's because they looked like Maleficent. They had the horn hat.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
There's like one other detail. It's like they probably have the most fabric, and the spinning wheel is for fabric.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so their name is Spinda.
Spinda.
The Pokemon, yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like the Pokemon.
Well, I'm assuming this person isn't a freshman because Sebek was a freshman. So this person's a sophomore. Yes,
Sophomore?
got it.
I see.
Got it.
So Spinda, the sophomore from Diasomnia. Unfortunately, while they are from Diasomnia, their name is Lilia Van Rouge, and they are a junior.
I like how also that is the most feminine sounding name so far.
Really?
I think so.
I mean, Lilia is pretty feminine, and I feel
no, they knew what they were doing. Is this the vice warden?
This is the vice warden, yes.
Yeah, that's pretty telling.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look for the one with the most second and most complex designs. You'll get it.
Yeah, you know.
I do like their design a lot, though.
Lilia's?
I like the giant coat cape.
Yes, I 100% agree. And the fact that there's like, it looks like there's a bunch of zippers on the coat and not just the front one. Like if you look on the right picture, right next to his left leg.
Like all those extra lines are all zippers.
Yeah, which is not practical, but it is very cool.
I just really, really love how they definitely wanted you to do a double take on this character.
Yeah.
Like the ruffles, that's just a skirt. The high boots, the high heel boots, the tights. Even the fact that they're like holsters or whatever kind of go with like the curvature of like a woman's chest. Like they knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah, Lilia does like to look young and hip.
No, this person is just straight up a girl.
I mean, you know, I can see it. I can see the vision. And the way that he's posed is also very much like that. Even though his shoulders aren't like doing the slant, the jacket is, so it's making it look kind of like he's doing more, what's the fancy word for when you put all the weight on the one leg? The contrapposto?
Sure. Yeah. But I definitely remember this from art college.
Yeah. One of the fancy words to use when they, yeah.
I mean, this is probably the best design so far, next to Riddle.
Oh, okay. So you're putting Lilia and Riddle on like the same level, design-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, fancy. Okay. Well, we've got a few more left, so we'll see if any of the rankings change. But next up, we have.
Well, they're from Octolevine, my favorite punk singer.
Yes.
Yeah, Octolevine. This person's probably a freshman. I don't know why. They just are. I got nothing on the name. They're kind of boring looking.
Yeah, of the three, I feel like this character is the most boring of the octopus boys.
Well, the other one was... Also, wait. The first guy, Octavanel or whatever, that was the house warden, wasn't it?
With the trench coat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were not very subtle. Once they're named after the person, that's the house warden.
Yeah, basically. That is kind of how it goes.
All right, cool. So this guy's definitely not.
But you were on the right track with the other guy.
Oh, wait, what?
The other guy that was like this guy, except flipped.
Oh, yeah. So is he Jet?
Potentially. Is that the name you want to give him?
Sure, his name is Jet, which is too cool a name for him, but yeah.
So I'm gonna give you a half point for that again because it is on that vein. This is Jade Leech of Octavanel, and he is also a sophomore because him and Floyd are
twins, aren't they?
Yes, they are
Yeah.
twins.
Oh, clearly one is cooler than the other.
You like Floyd more than Jade?
Yeah, he had personality. This guy's boring.
Yeah, Jade is very reserved, and Floyd is very boisterous. Alrighty. Well, I suppose we don't have much else to say about Jade, so
No.
let's move on. So is this Ace or is this someone else?
I mean, it's not Ace, but I wish it was.
All right, so we got the dorm down at this point, right? Like, this is the fourth guy that we've seen.
This is the hard dorm. I like his outfit the second best of them so far because he doesn't have obnoxious face paint and he's not wearing a fedora.
So we're still dunking on Trey. Poor guy. All right, so what do you think this guy's name is? The least offensive of the current card soldiers.
It has to be based on the number 4. It's probably Forza.
Forza, ooh.
I don't know what, I can't think of what language they're going to make it based off of, so it's Forza.
Interesting. I kind of like that better for him, honestly, than his actual...
Is his name Quattro?
No.
Good.
Yeah, no. What class do you think is in?
Sophomore.
Sophomore. We're going on that sophomore train. If you always answer C, eventually it'll be right?
Yes.
This is Cater Diamond of Hearts the Bowl. He is a junior, same as Trey.
Cater?
Cater. It's the French word apparently for four, like the fourth.
Forza's better.
I like Forza for him. I feel like it gives him more energy, and he's a very bubbly character. Like, he's very energetic, very much kind of like in your face. He's also very flirty, not quite as much as Rook.
Yeah, but he can pull it off. Trey can't.
Yeah. Cater does have a little bit more frizz, and they match the like the vests to the color of the suits.
I did notice that. That's also why I like him better. I like the red rather than the black.
Yeah, the red also gives off like a better energy, and I feel like it gives the outfit a little bit more balance too.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll say goodbye to Cater for now, and go to this lovely fellow.
Oh, this is the house warden.
Is this the house warden?
Oh, 1,000%.
The house warden for where?
The purple house, the Pomfiore.
There we go, Pomfiore. All right. What do you think the house warden is named?
They are named something Mirror.
Mirror? We're gonna go with Mirror?
Yes. Or the magic mirror on the wall.
Interesting. I mean, that's a very good assumption.
I also love how their outfit is so much not different than the rest of them.
Yeah, the robe is a little longer, I think, is the main difference. And the sleeves are a little bit longer.
Yeah, you might as well just put a curtain on them. That's basically what they're wearing.
I think they're fun, though.
Yeah, I like their outfits in general. I like that style. So what is this person's name?
You need to give me their class.
Junior.
You got to give me their
They're
class
junior.
first. Junior? All right,
Yeah.
all right. This is Vil Schoenheit, world-class model and actor, and they are, in fact, a junior. They are the house warden of Pomfiore Dorm.
Of, Vil?
Vil, from Evil, for the Evil Queen. I think Vil's name is the most on the nose out of everybody. Like, Jade and Floyd have, like, that little nod to Jetsam. It's Jetsam and Flotsam, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, Malleus, obviously, is very, very similar to Maleficent. But Vil and Epel, like, this particular dorm, I think, has a problem with the silly names. Because Epel is very close to Apple, and Vil is based off of Evil. So, got that going for him.
Good for you, model person.
Yeah, it's funny that you pegged some of the other people as more effeminate, because I thought when we got here you'd be like, well, this is a lady, but you did not. You were very tame.
This is a lady, but like not nearly as bad as Lilia.
Fair enough. Well, if there's nothing more to say, we'll go.
No, I got nothing else to say. Their outfit's like mid.
Mid? Oh my gosh, Vil would tear you a new one. We heard you say that?
I'll trip you on your high heels.
Oh, well, I don't know if you could. But anyway, I wonder who this
I already know, but I don't want to be correct at this point.
What? Come on.
Their name is Heart.
Their name is Heart. Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna go with? You could score a nice, easy 2 points.
Yeah, their name is Heart.
All right. Okay, we're going with Heart. If I feel that the air suddenly got salty, I don't know what's going on.
I would never be salty about anything.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, all right. So what year is Heart in?
Senior.
Senior. There's no seniors. I told you that up front.
No, they're a senior.
They were senior. All right. Well, you're gonna give away those points too, I suppose. This is Ace Trapola from Hartzlable. He is a freshman along with Deuce. They are our freshman companions. They are the dynamic duo. They share one singular brain cell. They are fantastic.
Of course I knew it was Ace.
Yeah, you you wouldn't give up the name. Your pride got the better of you.
No, I don't care.
Yeah, this is Ace. I guess we don't really have much else to say at this point about the Hartzlable guys. He's got at least a little bit more personality, although him and Deuce both have like huge suit makeup compared to like Cater and Trey.
Yeah, but I don't mind it on Ace.
Oh, you don't mind the heart as much.
No, it works for him. Deuce, it doesn't.
Interesting.
Well, one looks like a black eye, the other one looks intentional.
Oh, I can see that.
And Deuce would lose in a fight, wouldn't he?
No, actually, Deuce was a delinquent.
Nah, he would lose.
All right. Well, I guess maybe he would still lose. Depends on who he's up against, I suppose. And if it's fists or if it's magic. If it's magic, he's not going to do very well. If it's fists, though, he would. But all right. Well, goodbye, Ace. Goodbye, friend. And we're now on to this fella.
Well, this is the Jafar person.
This is the Jafar person. What do you think his name
They're
is?
the house lead.
What?
They're the house lead.
They're the house lead, you think?
I mean, I don't know who else it would be.
Interesting. All right. Well, I assume you know the house that they're in.
Yes. Scarabia.
Uh-huh.
Scarabia.
Right. So whatchamacallit? What's his name?
Jeff. This is Jeff.
This is Jeff? Okay, all right.
This one's for sure Jeffrey.
This one's for sure Jeff? All right, and then
This one's for sure Jeffrey.
And then what class? What class is Jeffrey in?
Sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yes, because the other one was a sophomore and they hate each other, so they have to be sophomore brethren.
You are correct. This is a sophomore from Scarabia, but his name is Jamil.
No, it's Jeff.
I think he would argue with you.
I think I would go to Disney and force him to change it. So you can keep arguing with me, Jeff, but you're wrong.
Oh my. All right. Well, do you have any notes about Jeff's design compared to Kalim's?
He's definitely trying to look like a snake.
Ah, you think so? With the hood?
The hood, his tongue, the snake.
Interesting. Are those all of our notes?
Is he the house warden?
Oh, right. No, he is not the house warden.
Dang, he's the vice one then.
He is the vice one. He is. Kalim is the house warden. He is based off of Jafar, so that is why he is second in command and not in command. But he's very
the other
fun.
one Genie Jafar?
Is he Genie Jafar? I don't know. I guess because he has magic.
No, I mean the other guy, the house warden.
The house warden's based off of the Sultan.
Oh, Kalim was the house warden?
Yes. There's only 2 of them in Scarabia. Oops. Well, we only have 2 more boys to go, and then we're gonna do a roundup. Huh?
One of them's Leona.
Yeah, one of the next 2 will be Leona. I wonder which one it will be. Who knows?
The next one.
Who's to say? Not
Next
quite.
one.
Not quite.
Dang
Who's
it.
this guy?
Not Leona. That's
No.
their name.
His name is not Leona. All right.
This guy's related to Sebek, isn't he?
You could say that in a sense. They are of the same persuasion in some ways.
Dang. That means no. Their name is not Leona. I'm sticking with that.
All right, we're going with not Leona as the name. Okay.
Not Leona.
All right. And then what class do you think?
They're probably a freshman.
Oh, a freshman. Oh, okay.
And they cop the style of Sebek.
They copied Sebek's style.
Yeah.
Oh my.
They did it worse.
Did it worse? Oh, why do you say that they did it worse?
Because Sebek actually kind of looked intimidating. This guy looks like he doesn't know what to do.
Oh, very interesting. This is Silver, no last name. He is from Diasomnia, which I just assumed was the whole vibe.
For sure.
His name, unfortunately, is not Leona. And he is a sophomore.
Oh, sad.
Yeah. Him and Sebek, the reason I wasn't saying that they were related is because technically they're not. They are not blood related, but they did grow up together. Silver just happens to be a year older.
Sadness.
Yeah. They have a very interesting dynamic, the two of them. But you're right, Sebek is way more serious than Silver is in most situations.
Alrighty.
But Silver is a lot more temperate. We are on to our last boy in the Guess Who. Who is this, Evan?
Ace.
This is Ace. Oh my. All right. Well, where's Ace from?
It's Leona. He's from the Savannah Claw. He's the house lead.
Yes.
He's probably a junior.
Yes. I had to think for a moment there. He got held back a year.
Scar.
Yes, he is based on Scar. He is the house lead. And I believe, yes, he is a junior. He did get held back a year. Fun fact for you there. And I appreciate that he has...
His brother?
Huh?
Because he killed his brother?
No, his brother is still very much alive. And he does have a nephew who is also very much alive, who annoys him quite a bit in some of the events. But is an adorable little bean. So cute.
He's going to kill him one day.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. But, yeah, what do you think of Leona compared to the other guys with his chaps?
Oh, is that what he's wearing?
He's got chaps over his jeans, it looks like.
I like this man.
He's definitely got a lot more fun in his pose than the other guys did. Is that all we have to say about poor
That's
Leona?
all I've got for him.
All
I'm
right.
tapped out at this point.
Fair enough. Okay, so we have now this section, which I put in here because I wasn't sure if you would want to guess people throughout the event. But now you'll get to pick who the dorm lead and vice dorm lead out of the dorm, and everyone's going to be grouped together. So you'll get extra points for repicking the dorm leads now that you know who they are, but you'll get extra points if you can figure out who the vices are for the dorms that do not have only 2 people. So, in Heartslable, who is who here? Who do we... Well, we know who Riddle is. We know that Riddle is the house warden, right? So
Yeah. I'm assuming it's Ace.
Ace being the vice?
I would like to... It's... Cater.
All right, so are we going with
It's Cater and Riddle.
Cater and Riddle. Ooh, you were very close. Unfortunately, the vice lead is not Ace. It is Trey. Your most favorite boy.
The most disappointing thing ever.
The most favorite boy you have in the universe. Yes.
Nah, he disappoints me on a regular basis. This is why his parents sent him to boarding school.
Oh my. Such harsh words for our boy. Let's go to Savannah Claw. Also, I should mention there is a dorm that does not have a vice lead. And if you can figure out which one of those dorms it is.
Well, it's Leona and Jack.
Leona for the house warden and Jack for the vice house warden position.
Yeah.
I gave that speech because I forgot until we got to this page that Savannah Claw is the only dorm without a vice leader. So it's just Leona. Although technically if there was one, it would be Ruggie because Ruggie does all of Leona's stuff.
Nah, I could punch Ruggie out in one shot.
Really? You want to fight Ruggie?
I could kill him.
I am so surprised by the characters that you've decided to not like.
He looks like a twerp.
All right, moving on. All right, so we obviously have a you know.
Yeah, it's Azura.
All right, so Azul is the lead. Who do we have as the vice lead?
I would hope it's Floyd.
Are you gonna go with Floyd for sure?
Yes. It can't be the other one. He's too boring.
Well, unfortunately for you, it is the other one because he is boring. Floyd is unpredictable, so Jade is the vice house warden. All right, this one should be easy. Who's who? Who do we think is who here? You got a 50-50 shot.
The house warden. And the other one whose name, Jamil. not Jeff, is the vice house warden.
You're correct. Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah, this one's pretty simple. This one perhaps maybe not be. So who's who here?
No, it's Vil, and then it's Rook.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. Epel is our freshman. Epel immediately challenged Vil for the dorm lead position, though.
Oh, did you now? Did you get stomped back in where you belong?
He very much did, because I don't
Good.
think he wanted. So Epel wanted to be in Savannah Claw, and so his whole arc is figuring out that there's power in beauty.
Too bad there's no power in you, Epel.
All right, this one should hopefully also be easy.
It's Idia and it's Ortho.
Those are their names. You're saying Idia is the house?
House
and then...
lead. Yeah, Ortho is. He made Ortho, didn't he?
He did make Ortho. You are correct.
Oh, that's...
Ortho is his little brother.
Cool.
You'll find out why when you play the game. Yeah, the two of them. Ortho technically, for the majority of the game, isn't a vice leader. However, Ortho functions as a vice leader because Idia never leaves his room for anything. So Ortho handles basically all of the stuff that involves talking to people. So we count him as a vice lead.
Okay.
All right, so for here, I believe you already accurately guessed both of these guys, but
I did.
once more for the people in the back. Yeah, Malleus and Lilia. All right, you did really good in the roundup. All right, so that brings us to the grand total of 119 out of 159 total points.
Ooh,
Yeah, isn't that exciting?
that is pretty good.
Yeah, you got a 74%. You got a C so far.
God, I didn't even study.
But we do have a bonus round if you would like to play.
Sure.
If this is torturous for you, we can stop.
No, it's fine. I got this.
All right. So, in the bonus round, I'm going to ask you, can you guess which of these folks are the 5 staff members of NRC? If you can, then you'll get bonus points to level up your score and bring it from a C, hopefully to an A. You'll get 1 point for guessing the character they're twisted from. This applies to everybody, not just the staff members. You get 2 points if you can correctly guess that they are a staff member, and then you'll get 3 extra points if you can guess what they teach. Make sense?
Cool.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. All right, our first guy is Moses Train. Very fancy. Do we have any thoughts?
They're the wicked stepmother.
Oh, we're going Wicked Stepmother. All right.
Yeah, that's the wicked stepmother from Cinderella. They have the cat and everything.
Do you think that they're staff?
They are staff, hopefully.
And then
And
what?
I would imagine they teach home economics.
Oh, that's interesting. Train is, in fact, yes, twisted from the evil stepmother from Cinderella. He is indeed a staff member at the college, so you've got 1 out of 5. But he teaches history, not home economics.
Nah, he teaches home ec.
Our next fellow is Rollo Flom.
He is Judge Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
You are correct.
He teaches music.
Music, that's interesting. You think he's a staff member at the school?
I would imagine most of these are staff members at the school, yes.
Well, there's 10 people in the bonus round and there's 5 staff members.
He teaches music.
So you are 100% he is part of the school.
Yes.
All right. Well, you are correct. Rollo is twisted from Frollo. But he is not a staff member at the school. In fact, he doesn't even go to NRC at all. He goes to a different college and is introduced to us during a Halloween event. But
Cool.
Music is an interesting guess. His best subject is actually herbiculture, like horticulture, raising
Oh.
flowers and stuff.
He looks like someone who should be punched in the face.
You know, you're not wrong. And when he first came out, people were very mixed about they were very mixed about the inclusion of Hunchback of Notre Dame at all. But also, Twink Frollo is kind of wild.
Twink Frollo should never be a sentence someone strings together.
Here he is in all his glory. All right, moving on. We have this fine fellow. His name is Sam.
He's the guy from, I can't remember his name. Oh, wait. Isn't he just called Shadow Man from Princess and the Frog?
He does have a name, but Shadow Man is like his alias, so I'll still give you the point.
He is a teacher. I know that for a fact.
And what do you think he teaches?
Magic.
Well, they're at a magic school, so technically everything revolves around magic. But do you have like a more specific magic?
Magic.
All right. Well, with that, Sam, the man with a plan, is actually the school store owner. So he technically teaches economics, I guess, if you wanted to put it in that sense. But he is staff, so you did get that right.
Oh, this is Gaston.
Yeah, no one quite has muscles like Gaston, do they? Do you think he's staff?
Yes, he teaches physical education, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's a sweep for Vargas. Ashton Vargas teaches physical education at the school. And he is very, very passionate about it indeed. All right, next up, we have Chenya.
Oh, okay. This is the Cheshire Cat. No, they don't work there.
They don't work there. All right. So you don't think that they teach anything?
No.
All right. Well, you are correct. They are a student from another school. They are from the rival school, Royal Sword Academy, that houses all the goody two-shoes boys. And they are based off of the Cheshire Cat.
A lot of these are well, I think all of them, all the important characters are very on the nose.
Yeah. I have no more words for that. All right. Who's
Perilla.
this guy?
Perilla DeVille.
Yeah. Do you think that he is staff?
Yes, he is.
And what do you think he teaches?
Veterinarian sciences.
You're close. It's not veterinary, so I'll give you half points there. He teaches potionology. He is the science teacher at the school.
I like how I like his aesthetic, but I love how Cruella DeVille is just a glorified skunk.
Oh, is it because like the hair and everything too?
Yeah, black and white just screams skunk, especially when it's so balanced like that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, on to our next fellow. His name is Fellow. Technically Ernesto in English, but I believe in JP his name is like Goodfellow.
I have no idea, actually.
Well, do you think that he's staff at the school?
No.
Not staff, so nothing to teach.
No. Is he from the Fox and the Hound?
That's a very good guess, because he is a fox, but he is not from the Fox and the Hound.
Oh.
He's actually from Pinocchio. He is the fox that gets Pinocchio in all the trouble.
I've never watched Pinocchio.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
my. Yeah, there's a fox and a cat that Pinocchio run into, and the fox, while Pinocchio is trying to go to school, and the fox and the cat sidetrack him, and then they kidnap him, and then you never see them again.
All my Pinocchio lore comes from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot Pinocchio was in Kingdom Hearts. So on to our next bonus feature.
Well, he is Jack Skellington.
Okie dokie. Do you think that he is a teacher at school?
No, I would hope not.
And so you don't think he teaches anything?
Well, actually, he has the shoes, so he could be a teacher. He probably teaches necromancy.
Oh, so you think he's a teacher that teaches necromancy just because of his shoes?
Yeah, he has the same shoes as Cruella does.
Oh, that's interesting.
He also has the same shoes as the guy from the Little Mermaid house, Octa Levine.
Octa Levine. Yeah, Scully is this guy's name. He is based off of Jack Skellington. He is not a member of the staff at the school. So unfortunately, he does not teach the boys necromancy, although that would be kind of fun, I guess. Would be interesting.
Yeah, I figured he was a Halloween event.
Yeah, Scully J. Graves. So who is Crowley? Dyer Crowley. Is he a staff member? What is he based off of? What's going on here?
Oh, God. He's a crow.
He is a crow.
He's from Snow White.
Snow White? Was there a crow in Snow White?
Is there? He has a lot of mirrors on him. That's why I'm saying that.
Well, I mean, he also has feathers, and he also has claws, and he also has a feather on his cap, and he's also got a raven on his staff.
All right, fine. He's Maleficent. Sleeping Beauty. But yes, he's the guy you meet when you first wake up. So he is the something or other from the school.
Is it like do you think he's like a
He
teacher or like
teaches astrology.
astrology? That would be fun. This is the head mage of the university. So technically he could teach everything. But he handles the like administrative duties, like the principal.
Close enough.
Well, that is it for all of the staff members, but we do have one other fancy person on this list that I included because I thought it would be hilarious. Who's this guy?
Is he in the game?
He is in the game. He's in an event.
Oh my god, I don't remember what his name was, but he's from Lilo and Stitch.
He is from Lilo and Stitch. His name is Gantu.
He's the main antagonist.
He is. So do you think he's staff at this school?
No.
No, you don't think he's teaching the boys anything?
No.
Yeah, you're right. He's not. Gantu is part of another event, but I thought it was so funny to include him here because he just is himself. And he's not.
I was gonna say, they did not change him at all.
He just is, which I think is a beautiful thing, honestly. So, here's our lovely staff members. These are the 5 that you so accurately picked from in our lovely list, which means that your final score is... You got 158.5! Yay! Out of a total of 159 possible from the base quiz. So you get an A+. Congratulations!
I'm gonna put it on my refrigerator now.
Yeah, you can gloat around that you got an A+ on the character quiz. Congratulations!
No, I got an A+ on the Silver Knocked quiz.
Yes.
What of it, brother?
So, did this entice you to play the game? Do you think that the characters are oh so fun and look oh so fancy?
I do think the characters are oh so fancy.
Who is your highlight of all of the characters?
Mostly the Maleficent boys.
You like Deosomnia the best?
I kind of do.
Would you like to be in their dorm? Would you like to wear their fancy outfits? Oh, not. Which outfit would you like to wear? Which dorm do you think you would like to wear the outfit of the most?
Ironically, probably the Snow White dorm.
Oh, Pomfiore, really? These ones?
Yeah, because it's the simplest.
Are you sure about that? Because I think Savannah Claw has the simplest. Well, also Octavanel. If we're just going with simple, I feel like Tuxedo is very basic.
No, I'm sticking with Pomfiore. I like that aesthetic enough to like be, oh, interesting.
Oh, all right. So you like Deosomnia the best out of all the boys, but if you had to be in a dorm and wear an outfit,
If
you
I
would
had
wear...
to physically be in their dorm, I would do Pomfiore.
Oh, very nice. I find that so fascinating. I personally would like to be an Octavanel. I liked hanging out with all the fish. Hanging out with the fish would be fun.
I'd be in Pomfiore, but I'd still get in fistfights with everyone.
Yeah, you would fit in that regard. You would fit in very well at NRC. Everybody's always fighting. All the time. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this. Hopefully I've enticed you at least a little bit to maybe pick up the game again, or at least to try it out. I think you would enjoy the story. I think you just kind of would have to get past like the gotcha aspects.
I have considered picking up the game again during this thing, yes.
Well, I'm glad. Let me know if you do. Maybe we could do a follow-up once you know everyone and give your hotter takes once you know their personalities. Maybe you'll love Trey. Maybe you'll love Epel. Maybe we'll hate them even more.
I can never love Trey. Even if Trey's personality is the best thing ever, I will still personally hate Trey.
Oh no. poor Trey.
And Epel.
Oh,
Epel will
Epel?
never get my love.
My. Well, you have to play the game now because I really want to know if your opinions will change.
No.
No? We're putting it on record now. Opinions will never change.
No.
All right. Well, I guess that's where that is. I guess that's how you have it then.
Come at me, Epel fans. We'll throw hands and I'll still win.
Oh, those are some fighting words. My. Well, all you lovely folks will have to fight Evan in the comments, I suppose, if you want to defend either Epel or Trey. And who is your favorite character again out of all of them?
Probably Lilia.
The favorite.
Yeah.
The crown jewel of all the Twist characters, Lilia.
That's the outfit I've been thinking of ever since I saw it.
Lilia does have very, very good drip. It's just such a fun outfit. It's so chaotic, but it works so well.
Yeah.
Alrighty, yes, thank you so much for joining me. This was delightful. It was so nice to have a fresh perspective on all these guys.
Indeed, they are very aesthetically pleasing individuals. Except for Trey.
Except for Trey.